Welcome to the second plenary session. And this session is about GeoSmart and Geo. And that's an intriguing title. If you look at the description, it says that GeoSmart will enable the common man to lead a smart and easy life. Well, let's, for the sake of argument, by the way, I'm Mark Noort, editor agriculture for Geospatial media. Let's, for the sake of argument, assume that I'm the common man. So I was thinking by myself, how will this work? Do I have a happy life? Certainly. Do I lead a smart life? Well, that's better for others to judge. Do I lead an easy life? Well, definitely not. So I think this session will be very interesting to learn more about that. And we also have a very good panel to tackle this issue. We have Prashant Shukla from Natural Resources Canada. If you are looking for success stories on applications of geospatial technology, as I do a lot, you're amazed to find how many examples there are from Natural Resources Canada as monitoring and management of forestry, just to mention one, but there are many more. Another panelist is Dorine Bourmagne of the Dutch Cadastre. Being Dutch, for me, the typical way in which Dutch solve problems is something that is natural. If you look at the history with water and the cooperation we built over the centuries, it is something that is logical. But if you go to the outside, it is something special. And I think Dutch Cadastre also is a reflection of this approach. And taking a side step here, also yesterday in the session I attended and in the different panels that we have today, I estimated more or less that there is a participation of 20% women. If you look at the organization Geospatial Media and Communications, they have, I think, 50% or more women in their staff. So this is also an invitation to Geospatial Media to teach the geospatial community how they can increase the level of female participation, at least up to 50-50. Okay, then if you look at developments in IT and geospatial technology, you see a certain integration, but you also see that there is a reappreciation for the IT issues as such. There is renewed interest also if you look at the number of students in not only the button pushing, but also to go into the real programming and IT technical stuff. So that's why I'm very pleased that Steve Hagen from Oracle is here to participate in the panel. And coming to another participant, Rolando Campo Alcántar from INEGI. Here you see I've traveled around the world trying to convince statistical surveys that they should give attention to the spatial dimension of statistics. And here you have an institute in Mexico where they have both the information, the geospatial and the statistics in the name already. So this is, I think, very good. Then we come to Google. So there is always a development that nobody expected, but in some years they come up with something and then it becomes the norm for everybody. So I hope that Michael Jones of Google can give us some preview maybe of that. And by the way, I think his job title is one of the most attractive job titles that you can have as Chief Technology Advocate. That is really a good job title, I think. And the last speaker is Shannon Ulmer from Thomson Reuters. And I must admit that until a few years ago, of course, I knew about the company, but I had no clue about what they were doing in relation to geospatial issues. And it was explained to me, and I think it's really impressive in the area of e-government, but also if you look at more lighter versions of products and services they have for smallholder farmers, etc. So that is very interesting. Before handing over to the chairman, let me give the complete description of Prashant Shukla, Director General of the Canada Centre for Mapping and Earth Observation, Earth Science Sector of Natural Resources Canada. He's the Director General, and he joined the public service in 1989 and has worked for several departments, including Canada Customs, Revenue Canada, Excise, Human Resources Development Canada, Social Development Canada, Service Canada, and Natural Resources Canada. Mr. Shukla has extensive policy expertise. His initiative led to the permanent creation of the Federal Policy Research Initiative. Prashant has also obtained extensive experience in the area of organizational development, change management, and performance and outcomes measurement. He is currently working to advance national geomatics policy and programs for Canada's federal government by building effective international and national partnerships with federal, provincial, municipal governments, the private sectors, and the academic community. With this, I give over to you, Prashant, to chair the session. Thank you.